Bismillah. My dear brothers and sisters, pause for a moment. We spend our days working, grinding, chasing deadlines, paying bills. But have you ever truly stopped to ask yourself, is the work I do every day taking me closer to Jannah? Or is it quietly escorting me towards Jahannam? And I'm not just talking about jobs we all agree are sinful, like selling drugs or running a casino. No, I'm talking about the kind of work everyone praises. The jobs your parents boast about at family gatherings. The neat offices, clean uniforms, polite clients, and professional LinkedIn titles. This is where Shaytan works best, not by throwing your prayer mat in the trash overnight, but by keeping you in a place that slowly chips away at your faith until you can't even remember when your heart went numb. Maybe it starts small, bending the rules just once, saying it's not my decision, I'm just doing my job, telling yourself everybody here does it. Shaytan loves that, because every small compromise is a brick in the wall between you and Allah. Allah clearly tells us in the Qur'an, and do not cooperate in sin and aggression. Surah Al-Ma'idah 5-2. But Shaytan knows how to disguise sin. He'll wrap it in a company logo, add team lunches, give you promotions until you start thinking, it's just work, right? Today, we need to have an honest conversation about jobs that look innocent on the outside, but have Shaytan sitting in the corner office. 1. The interest industry, riba. Let's start with one that is everywhere now. Allah has declared war on it, yet it's woven into so many respectable careers. The job titles sound harmless: banking officer, mortgage consultant, finance manager, credit card representative. But in reality, much of this work revolves around riba. And Allah didn't just warn against riba. He declared war. Then be informed of a war from Allah and His Messenger. Surah Al-Baqarah 279. This is the only sin in the Quran described with those words, a war against Allah. Can you imagine? A war you cannot possibly win. Yet people spend years behind desks selling loans that drown families in debt, promoting credit cards that tempt people into endless payments, marketing buy now, pay later, schemes dressed up as financial freedom. The Prophet cursed the one who consumes riba, the one who pays it, the one who records it, and the witnesses to it, saying they are all the same in sin. Muslim, that means even if you're just the paperwork person or only processing applications, you are part of the chain. And here's the dangerous part: stay in such work long enough and you might stop feeling anything about it. That numbness is Shaytan's victory. 2. Selling illusions, deception in marketing. Marketing, advertising, PR, these fields can look harmless. But at their core, many thrive on making falsehood attractive. You've seen it: the burger dripping with perfection in the ad but limp in real life. Perfume commercials that suggest a spray will solve your loneliness. Limited time offers that magically never end. The Quran commands us, do not mix the truth with falsehood, nor conceal the truth while you know it. Surah Al-Baqarah 242. Yet entire industries run on this mixing: a little truth, a lot of spin. Editing photos to create impossible beauty standards, designing campaigns that glamorize shamelessness, or selling insurance that's designed to avoid paying claims. The Prophet said, whoever deceives us is not one of us. Muslim. Shaytan doesn't care if you're not drinking, not gambling, not committing zina. If you can make those things look cool and harmless, you're still doing his work. 3. Entertainment that normalizes sin. Some careers don't just involve sin, they turn it into entertainment. Music videos dressing zina as romance. TV series where immorality is just character development. Comedy shows that get their biggest laughs by mocking Allah's deen. Behind every one of these are producers, scriptwriters, editors, camera crews, social media managers. Their work makes sin feel fun, harmless, and consequence. The Prophet warned, whoever calls to misguidance will bear a burden of sin equal to those who follow him. Muslim. Meaning if you create something that makes millions more comfortable with sin, you carry that weight, even years later, even after you've quit. Entertainment is powerful because it doesn't lecture you, it just repeats the wrong thing until your heart stops flinching. 4. Facilitating haram, selling what Allah forbids. It's not just about committing sin, it's about enabling it. The bartender pouring alcohol, the cashier selling lottery tickets, the delivery driver handing over pork or beer. The Prophet listed all who have a hand in alcohol, from the one who squeezes it to the one who serves it, and said Allah has cursed them all. Abu Dawood Ibn Majah. The excuse, "I'm just a cashier," doesn't erase the reality. Sin doesn't move through society without enablers. 5. The modesty destroyers. Islam is built on haya, modesty, yet entire industries profit from its slow death. From fashion brands that market immodesty, to modeling agencies pushing provocative poses, to influencers posting content that erodes shame. The Prophet said, "Every religion has its distinct characteristic, and the distinct characteristic of Islam is modesty." Ibn Majah. If your work spreads shamelessness, you're helping to reprogram what people think is normal. 6. Nightlife and sin-based events. There's a whole economy that comes alive when the Adhan for Isha has passed. Clubs, concerts, parties. From security guards to DJs to event promoters, every role in this industry facilitates gatherings where Allah is forgotten and sin is celebrated. The Qur'an tells us not to cooperate in sin, but these jobs do the opposite. And the more time you spend in those environments, the more your heart adapts to the beat instead of the Qur'an. 7. Power without justice. Positions of authority, police, managers, politicians, community leaders, can be a blessing or a curse. Shaytan whispers, "They can't touch you," and suddenly bribes feel like gifts, oppression feels like, "just doing my job." The Prophet warned that an unjust ruler will be forbidden from paradise. Bukhari, Muslim. When you abuse power, you don't just hurt one person, you create ripples of harm across families and communities. The bigger picture. The scariest part is how normal this all feels today. Our grandparents feared haram income like it was fire. Today, many of us sign the contract first in Google, "Is this haram?" Later, if we even check at all. The Prophet said, "A time will come when people will not care how they get their money, whether it is halal or haram." Bukhari, brothers and sisters, we are living in that time. The way out. Leaving a questionable job can be scary. Halal options might pay less, but Allah promises. And whoever fears Allah, He will make for him a way out and provide for him from where he does not expect. Surah At-Talaq 65:2-3. So, tonight, before you sleep, ask yourself, if my income was a guest in my home, would I feel comfortable inviting the angels in? And if your heart whispers, no, then maybe it's time to ask Allah. Ya Allah, bless me with halal rizq that draws me closer to you. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.